Hi guys, today I would like to announce it is my last day of quarantine. I'm so happy, I don't know how I did this, it's just crazy. The first week goes super slow and then the second week just flies by, which I don't mind, but I'm thinking I need to pack everything again. And since it's my last day, I thought I'll do a Q&A since I've gotten a lot of questions about the quarantine process and what it's like. And I know how confused and scared I was, so I'd like to help other people and put their mind at ease. So first question, what is the process like from the airport? How long does it take? So once you get off the plane and you do go through the airport, be ready to fill in lots of forms with your passport number and everything. So do bring a pen, it'll be very handy. Make sure you do download the app when you'll see signs once you get off the plane as well. So the process, I've heard for other people it does take long, but again it does depend on how many flights there are on that day and how many people are on the flight, so it does depend on that. Mine took roughly 2 hours, so it wasn't too bad. So it took me 2 hours from the plane to get off the plane and to get through the airport, immigration, everything, and get my baggage and on the bus. So roughly 2 hours. I know for some people it took 4 hours. It all really depends, so there's not really a time to it. Second question, do you need a Korean phone number? Can you buy a SIM? A Korean phone number would be handy, but I've heard from other people that they have used their mobile phones back at home, but they just had to turn roaming on, which can cost you a lot more. But you can buy a SIM at the airport just before they check if you've downloaded the app. There is a SIM card booth on the side that you can purchase a SIM card that makes your life easier, and then the next process will be checking if the phone number works, so make sure your phone's unlocked. What app do you have to download? So you have to download an app called Self-Check. I'll put the icon here. So once you've downloaded it, you just have to fill in details again: passport number, name, verify your phone number, everything else. Can you choose your quarantine location? No, you cannot. It's all literally random. It's completely random. You can be placed anywhere. I know they are reducing the amount of facilities there are in the country now, so they are mostly centered around Seoul, Incheon, Gimpo, so just roughly around there, but it all really depends on whatever they feel like, really, and how much space they have in each. What is the facility room like? So it all depends on where you stay. Most of the time it is a hotel, so it is the standard hotel room. Can be a double bed, could be 2 single beds. It really depends. It's just a standard hotel room. I mean, you can't really go wrong. How much was the facility? So before June 23rd, the Korean government did have the facility rooms at 1.4 Korean won. But after the 23rd of June, they increased it to anywhere up to 1.4 to 2.1. So it does depend on where you are staying. Every hotel, every facility does have different prices. I paid 1.68, so it is in between. Luckily, I didn't have to pay 2.1, but I've heard that now they're planning to increase the price from 2.1 just to not attract foreigners to come into the country. Is there Wi-Fi at the facility, and does it work well? There is Wi-Fi at the facility. Mine luckily does work well. It does glitch sometimes, but it does work well. Every room has their own Wi-Fi, luckily. Does lag a little bit, obviously when you're downloading stuff, but typical watching Netflix, browsing, completely fine, so you should be all good. What food do you get? So you get basically convenience store lunch boxes with snacks. So for me, I got basically convenience store food 3 times a day. Lunchtime they gave us extra snacks, and that's about it. They do give you water bottles with every meal, which is good. And when you do check it in, they give you a bag full of goodies that you'll need in the room. Can you get vegan, vegetarian, halal food? Yes, you can. So you just have to request it, call the hotel room once you check in or before you check in, talk to them, and you can get whatever options that you need. Can you receive packages? Yes, you can. If someone sends you a package, you can, but again, it depends on what facility you're at and what rules they have. Do ask before someone sends you, just in case they do not allow it. It usually does say it on a form that they give at your desk when you check in and enter your room, but again, do ask just in case. When do you get tested? Does it hurt? So you get tested the next day after you check in, either at the morning or lunchtime. They knock at your door and yeah, you do it in front of your door. I know some people have done it inside the room, but I think nowadays it's outside the door. Well, in my hotel it is. And does it hurt? It feels uncomfortable. It's more uncomfortable than like hurting. Like the mouth one is fine, it's just the nose one, like it's just strange because obviously you're not used to things up your nose. And you get your results the next day around lunchtime. They give you a paper, put it next to your lunch or whatever, and that's how I got my results. So it's pretty quick. And I've heard that the Korean government are changing it to getting tested 3 times while you're at the facility. Luckily, I don't need to. I think I need to have 1 more from when I check out, but there was an announcement at the hotel that the Korean government are changing it for new people checking in, that you get tested when next day after you check in, on the 10th day and on the 14th day. So keep that in mind, so you're mentally prepared for that. Can I get medication if I get ill? Yes, you can. You can get medication. You just need to call the hotel desk, tell them what's wrong with you. They will refer you to a doctor, so the doctor will call your hotel phone, and then you tell them what's wrong with you, and then within the next few hours you'll get your medication. I had really bad cramps one day because of my period. I told them and I got medication within half an hour, and then the next time I got like really bad mosquito bites. I don't know how. I'm staying in a room, my window is locked, so don't know how that happened. Just mosquitoes are attracted to me while I'm inside. God knows what's gonna happen when I'm outside. But yeah, so I had lots of mosquito bites, and then I just needed something to get rid of the itchiness. They gave me medication again within the next few hours, and it was all good. So I applaud them from that for being so efficient. How do you check out? So I just learned this today. So they called me saying, oh, do you realize you're checking out on Tuesday? How would you like to check out? Is there anyone picking you up? We have buses available. I was like, yeah, I'll take a bus. Can't get someone to pick me up, unfortunately, since my boyfriend's quarantining as well. He finishes the same day as me. His quarantine checkout is a bit later since he's quarantining at home. So I'd have to take a bus, and then from there I'm free, basically. But I will do a video on how to check out, since I hardly see any videos on checking out, so just to inform you guys everything else, so I'll do that later. And lastly, any advice for people traveling to Korea during this time? My advice is to research as much as you can, only because these days everything is changing every day. The Korean government are adding new rules every day, so do check up on your Korean embassy, your local Korean embassy website. Do check other YouTube videos, do check like Reddit forums, and like just check as much as you can online. Get yourself prepared, know as much information as you can, just so whenever you're here you don't get too surprised about stuff. So be mentally prepared to stay in a room for 14 days. So bring stuff that you can do, like if you do art, bring some artwork, anything creative, anything, just something to do. Read like any books for you to read, like just so you're occupied and doing something, because you don't want to be sitting in a room overthinking and just wanting to cry. So yeah, I wish you all the best of luck. I know everyone can do it. I mean, yeah, I'm doing it now. I mean, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm so excited. But yeah, if you do have any more questions or things I haven't gone through over this video, then please do leave a comment and I will answer them, just so everyone is stress-free. So yeah, please let me know. Thank you very much.